Tips ampersand hints for better covering letters, CVs ampersand interviews. From what we've seen in the recruitment process and sitting on interview panels, we reckon about 85% of people get lucky when they get a job. And by lucky, we mean the chance, accident, coincidence type of luck. Not the luck is when preparedness meets opportunity. Ampersand the harder I work, the luckier I get types of luck. They get lucky because by accident rather than design, their experience just happens to match enough of what the employer is looking for. This generally isn't done by planning or conscious thought, it just fortunately happens that way because the job they're going for is similar to their current one. That's okay if your current role happens to be left bracket very right bracket similar to your new one, but this isn't always the case. And it regularly isn't, especially if you're looking for a promotion, or moving to a different agency, or organization, or where you have to demonstrate transferable skills that may not immediately be obvious. That's why people often fail to even get an interview. Relying on luck isn't really a strategy. Most people talk about examples of what they do in their current role, often writing/talking very good answers, and with great results to prove how good they are at it. However, the example they have given is not so relevant to what they'll be doing in the new role, and consequently they're unlikely to even get an interview, let alone get the job. I'll give you an example. Let's take the communicate effectively at an adept level in the NSW, Public Sector Capability Framework. The first point is tailor communication to the audience, which let's say you do a lot of in your job. Ampersand is also asked for as a capability in the new role you are applying for. From experience in your current role, you talk about how you tailor your communication to the people you deal on the phone, ampersand face to face, how you take great care not to use any agency-specific acronyms, ampersand language, saying what you say in plain, easy to understand English, how you keep it real, ampersand. Down to earth, ampersand you round out with a great result about how you regularly get people saying thank you, ampersand sending complimentary emails to your boss because they appreciate your down to earth style, ampersand the easy to understand way you say things, ampersand how your boss regularly gives you the more difficult cases to deal with. However, what they mean in the new role by tailor communication to the audiences, how succinct your briefing notes need to be, how well you will use agency-specific language, ampersand terminology in your internal reports, ampersand how you'll be extremely polished, ampersand even a little guarded in talking to senior external stakeholders, ampersand briefing the new director. So if you don't find out exactly what they mean in the new role by communicate effectively at an adept level and tailor communication to the audience, then you're at risk of missing the boat. You may have that experience, and what you do may be very similar, but if you don't talk about it in the context of the new role, then you're not going to get lucky. So the key thing to remember is to make sure you put the capabilities you are being asked to demonstrate in the context of the new job, what that means in that world, not in yours. Once you understand that, then you can look at what you've done, ampersand angle what you say, ampersand tell stories about those things from the perspective of the new role, not your current role. That way you'll have more of the luck is when preparedness meets opportunity luck than the chance, accident, coincidence type of luck. Job application, ampersand interview skills. Southern Cross Coaching, ampersand development are recognized experts in the field of job application, ampersand interview skills in the public, ampersand private sectors. We've had great feedback, ampersand results from courses across the board, from non-management staff including specialist field staff to middle managers to very senior executives including chief executive level. About the job application, ampersand interview skills program. Over 4,000 participants have graded this course, on average, 90 plus /104.5 out of 5. Practical, easy to understand job application and interview skills that give you the best possible chance of getting a job in the public ampersand private sectors. Executive version available. Every course is customized for each particular organization, ampersand tailored to every group, wherever possible. This course has been widely presented to 4000 plus state NSW, ampersand QLD, ampersand federal public sector participants, across country ampersand metropolitan NSW, including NSW Department of Premier ampersand Cabinet, Work Cover NSW, NSW SRW SD, NSW Faxing, Housing, ADHC, Business Link, Fax Royal Commission Department of Veterans Affairs, Department of Education ampersand Communities, NSW Police, ampersand Fire Brigades, NSW Office of Environment ampersand Heritage, NSW Parliament, Commission for Children and Young People, QLD Transport, ampersand Main Roads, NSW LRCSSLSS, plus many others. The best CV/interview course I have attended participant, NSW SRWSD. What does the course cover? The course can be tailored to each organization's exact needs. Understanding the public ampersand private sector selection processes ampersand what they mean for your application. NSW Government GSE Act 2013 compliant explains the new post-GSE Act process to participants how to effectively apply for almost any role/job. Includes how to apply under the NSW capability framework ampersand QLD government capability leadership framework can be adapted to any state or local government. Covers most application methodologies. Covers applying for a job in the private sector, tools to use when writing and expression of interest and /or limited length /word count application covering letters including targeted questions for NSW government, a range of skills to improve your interview techniques, public ampersand private sectors, practical behavioral interview skills, techniques ampersand tools to answer questions, overcoming anxiety ampersand nerves, making a good first impression, what to wear, etc. Referees selecting ampersand getting the best from them, how to prepare a best practice CV/resume that works, public ampersand private sectors, includes developing CVs for private ampersand public sector applications, includes a soft copy best practice CV template for all participants. All skills are equally applicable to the private sector. I have attended other similar courses, but I feel I got much more out of this course. The speaker was highly articulate, made the subject matter interesting and highly relevant. Participant, NSWOEH. Who should go on the course? Anyone who wants to learn practical and easy to remember techniques to do better job applications, ampersand interviews. From frontline staff to senior executives, all will benefit. From those who haven't applied for a job for a long time to those who think they're okay but who want to brush up on their skills, all will benefit from this course. Please contact us to discuss what you might be looking for, ampersand how we may be able to help, or more information. Call 043018055561 or 02-7901-5618. You will need to dial 02 even if you are in NSW, as this is a VoIP number. Email. Got results at southerncrosscoaching.com.au